Hey guys, a bunch of us are going up to the Manistee River kayak camping in a couple weeks, and I wanted to do a shakedown of what I was bringing, a gear loadout. So let's check it out. So I just got out my kayak this morning to make sure that my backpack would fit in back, but everything fits well. This is as a Dolphin 10-footer, Sun Dolphin 10-footer, many hundred miles on the Manistee River with this thing, does well. So we'll start from the back here. I got my backpack in, and normally what I have is I have carabiners on these bungee straps. That way if I do flip, at least my backpack is going to be attached and it's not going to float down the river. The little bottom straps there, I think what I'm going to do is I'll roll up my military poncho, my rain poncho, and keep that right there. But we'll get into the contents of my backpack here in a minute. I have my dry box, and this is just one of them Walmart dry boxes, and basically what I use this for is my camera, maybe a pack of cigarettes, but I don't put my camera in here when I'm not using it. And then I just attach it to the side of the kayak here. The little rubber side pouches here, I normally keep a can of bug spray, and then on this side I'll keep a thing of sunscreen. Now this is the rod holder that come with the kayak. Before I haven't used it, but I'm thinking about using it just to keep the pole out of the way. Keep the end of my hook from getting, it likes to get snagged on my bag up here. And then my Nalgene bottle fits right here in this little bottle holder, and I've taken this every year, and this is pretty much just my clean water. And then doing something different, normally I kept a bunch of drinks and everything in here. This is going to be my food bag. Have all my food in it, my cook pot, canisters, stove, everything like that. I found that if you want to stop and take a lunch somewhere, it's a lot easier to get into something like this than it is to try to get your backpack out and pull everything out of your backpack. So let's get over here, and first we'll start out with my food bag, show you the contents, and then we'll tear out the backpack and show you guys what I'm taking. So let's see what I'm taking in my food bag here. Got this outside compartment, and right now what I got in this is some extra Ziplocs. I got my Lucy lamp, which I will strap to the top of this so it can charge during the day. And then I got one of these pretty much the Walmart foldable cups there. Get into the main compartment here. Got my food bag that we'll go over here in a second. And then I have my small Coleman Max pot, and then I got a pocket rocket in here. And then I'm keeping a canister of fuel. So we're going for 3 days and 2 nights. I don't have everything in here. There's a few snacks, a few refrigerated items that I want to put in here. But I have Packet Gourmet Gumbo. I have, for a breakfast, I got a Mountain House granola, blueberries and milk. I have one of these small beef stroganoff Mountain Houses. And then here's the one I'm really excited to try. I haven't tried this before. This is the Italian style pepper steak Mountain House. I got a thing of ramen noodles and some snacks in here. Then I got a bunch of breakfast items, coffee creamer, oatmeal. I'm going to put some cereal bars in there also. And then last, got me a couple cans of smoked oysters. It's starting to get a little breezy, so I brought you over to the side of the house here so we don't have that much wind noise. But on the side here, with these compression straps, it's got this flap here, and that'd be good just for, if it ain't raining, I can just throw my jacket underneath here if I'm not using it. There's a pocket here. I got a backpack cover. I'm gonna put a trash bag liner inside the backpack, but I'm also gonna have this backpack cover on the outside in case it's raining. That way this doesn't get completely soaked. Up here at the top, got my schmog, which I'll probably have on me around my neck or around my waist. Get into the bulk of everything. I got this Eddie Bauer down throw, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this. I got the Costco down throw in there, but I'm probably not going to have to use this. Here, wrapped up in my coat, I just got a nice windbreaker. This is a Columbia. It gets chilly in the evening. In this dry bag right here, I got one change of clothes in case I get wet. A pair of hiking shorts, a base layer shirt, a regular synthetic shirt, and a pair of socks. I got another can of fuel for my stove. And the reason is both of these are about half or quarter full, so I don't want to run out. I have my Grand Trunk hammock. Got put a few different mods on this. You'll probably see when we're out there. I got my Eno Atlas straps for the hammock. And then in this bulk pouch, I won't get everything out of this, but in this bulk pack I have my underquilt, I have a Costco down throw in here, and then I got my Nature's Calls 10x10 tarp, and everything just fit right into this compression sack and came down nice and small. Now I'll probably take all this out here later on today and hang the stuff up in the closet so it's not compressed for 2 weeks, and then just pack it up like the day or so before we go and get my pack all ready. Forgot a couple things. In the back here where the hydration bladder goes, I got my tent stakes. Thought I forgot these. And then I have another dry bag here, and this has got my headlamp, a spare set of batteries, a battery bank, and some charging cables for my phone and my camera. Let's see if I... Oh, forgot I put this in there. Then I also put my bush box in there in case I want to cook over wood fire. So that went all back here in the water bladder section. Well, screw it. We'll get out my stuff that I have in my cinch sack here. This is just a compression sack from an old sleeping bag. But do my tarp right up on top. I gotta go hang this up because there's a different ridge line that I want to put in there. And then my down throw, and I'm thinking with my last trip we went on, it got down below 50, and I had my underquilt and this down throw, and it did just fine. I stayed warm enough, and it's been so warm lately that I'm not thinking it's going to be too cold. So I think I'm just going to use this as my top quilt, and then my my one Tigress underquilt, which works surprisingly well. Alright, last guys, we'll end the video with my ribs pack, and I always take this up here. It's got all my essentials. I'm just going to use a paracord ridge line, and then I'm going to try one of these 3-ring, I don't know if you can see that, it's like a 3-ring cinch. I'm going to try that for the ridge line. If not, I'll just use a knot. But over here on the outside, gotta forgive the dog barking next door. Got my fire kit. On the main compartment here, I got my tackle box. My water filter. On the outside here, my Leatherman Skeletool, and just a small little flashlight. Come around to this side. Got my first aid kit. And then some wet wipes, some butt wipes. And then my mosquito head net in case the bugs are bad. One year they were really bad, and I wish I had this and I didn't bring it. And then last is my laminated Maine goats. Take this on all my adventures now. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my gear loadout for my trip coming up in 2 weeks. Still have a few odds and ends to put in there, but pretty much got everything ready. Let me show you this setup here. Sorry about the wind here. But this ridge line here, man, this thing is nice and tight. And what I used is this 3-ring deal. You gotta hook it stationary onto the line, and then it loops back under here, and then you can use it as a cinch, and then just tie it over. And yeah, that's a lot tighter than the knot I can get. So yeah, I got some lighter cord and everything, but really wanted to try this thing out for the trip, see how it does. So Jim over at Yooper Survival, I'd like to see you and your buddies gear load out if you guys have a chance to film some. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Till the next time,